Sweetheart! Where are you? My love! Don't worry, I'm getting you out of here. Hold on. We'll be out of here in no time. We're clear. There are healers just around the corner treating the wounded. I'm taking you straight there. Let me look at you. Are you all right? That head wound looks pretty bad, and I know it's hard to breathe. I'm going to find you a healer right this minute. It's all right. There was no one else in the building. Everyone else got out. I promise. You were the last one. Yes, the bandits are either dead or captured. Please stop worrying about everything else right now. You need to... Love, keep your eyes open. Hey, open your eyes. No. I need a healer! Now! Sweetheart, you finally opened your eyes. I was so frightened that you wouldn't. No, I'm fine. Don't try to talk. Let me get you some water. Here. There you go. Don't worry, I'm not leaving your side until I'm sure you're all right. The healer said you've got irritation to your lungs, throat, and eyes from being in all the smoke, and a concussion, along with several other smaller injuries. While you were passed out, he gave you a tonic to ease your breathing and put some drops in your eyes to help with the stinging. He also checked your head wound and bandaged that up. The stitches on your leg. Oh, no. I did that. Well, once you were stable, he had to shift his attention to other patients. For your remaining bumps, burns, and scratches, I've been patching you up myself. Or trying my best, at least. It's not fancy, but field dressings are at least serviceable. I've learned a thing or two from the years spent adventuring. My sewing hand is pretty steady from making most of my own clothes and quilts. And it kept me busy for the last hour while I waited for you to stir. I had to have something to occupy my mind, or I was likely to die from worry. I am not dramatic. And put your hand back here. I'm not done cleaning that wound. There are plenty of other minor injuries on you that need care. Between scuffling with that bandit and being in a burning building, you managed to get yourself pretty banged up. I need to clean your wounds, apply ointment, and bandage you up where necessary. Please let me do this. Please let me take care of you, love. Thank you. Do you remember what happened? Yes, it was a group of bandits. Well, I was lucky to be nearby. I was out hunting with some of my crew when we heard the screams and saw the smoke rising. As we were riding in to assist, I remembered that you usually make deliveries for Maggie on Thursdays, and I know she usually sends you out here because you have a good rapport with, well, everyone in the neighboring villages. I was so frightened for you, especially when I came over the crest of the hill and saw the shop on fire. The most likely place you would be. Every single thought went out of my head except for the need to find you, to protect you. I know I yelled orders to my crew, I must have, because we fought our way through the bandits in a matter of moments. When we had subdued most of them, I sprinted towards the building. The shop owner was running out with her grandkids in tow, saying that you were holding off a bandit inside so everyone else could escape. Between part of the roof collapsing and me running into the bandit that was trying to block me from entering through the window, it took me a lot longer than I would have liked to get to you. Yeah, I made sure they're never going to hurt anyone again. But I did get inside. I looked around in the smoke, and when I saw you lying there, I was so terrified that I was too late. I was relieved to see that you were still breathing. I picked you up, carried you out, but then you passed out. I couldn't find a pulse. I couldn't settle myself down enough to feel for it, and I ran for the healer with you in my arms. And it felt like my heart was being torn apart. I sat there in agony while he tended to you. I felt so useless. I didn't know what to do. But then he assured me that you were likely going to be just fine. Oh, sweetheart, if anything happened to you, You are the most precious light in my life. And the thought of that light being snuffed out, I don't know how I would bear it. I haven't had an easy life, and I never wanted one. I was happy to work hard and fight for every last thing that I had. But fate saw fit to bring you, a perfect, shining star, into my sky. And it makes me want to work even harder to make a safe and beautiful life for you. I'm so relieved you're all right. Now, you just lay back and let me finish working on your arm. What about the bandits? It doesn't seem like they had any particular motivation above looting and malice. Some of my party questioned the stragglers after we'd rescued everyone and put out the fires. It seems like, now that Duke Bertram's treason has been uncovered and King Edmund is retaking his throne, a few groups are testing the waters to see how the king reacts. There's always someone who will take advantage of uncertainty to commit evil deeds. They probably thought they could cause mayhem and run off with their loot long before the king got word of the attacks. I'm going to do something about it. I plan to let the king know about these attacks and offer up myself and my crew to his service. If this is happening here, in our peaceful valley, then I'm sure it's happening elsewhere. Maybe even in places where the population doesn't have enough able-bodied residents to fight back. Maybe somewhere, someone else's love is being cornered by a bandit and they aren't nearby to stop it. The king has to know that this is happening, and that he has people ready to help stop it. Write him a letter? Gods no. I'm going to Saphira City myself to beg an audience with him the moment you're well. And I'd like you to come with me. Maggie will be glad to give you some time off, I'm sure. Besides, after this, I don't think I can stand to let you out of my sight. Not until I know that our village is safe. It's not noble. I'm terrified. But I want to do the right thing. What is it? What do you need? More water? More of your tonic? Yes, I can do that. What? I would love to take you home, but are you sure you're feeling well enough? Well, the healer did say that as long as you were able to talk and keep down water, I could take you home. He also gave me a few tonics for you to take over the next few days, plus some ointment for the minor burns on your other arm. And I promised him myself that you would take it easy for a week, minimum. No argument. You can rest and relax in bed, or in front of the fire, or out in the garden, but rest you shall. I plan to wait on you hand and foot until you are completely recovered. I will handle the cleaning. I'm a very tidy person and very capable of managing our home, thank you. Hey, I'm not a bad cook. You've said so yourself. And I'm happy to prepare whatever your heart desires, or, well, I know my limits. I can always go collect a meal from town for you, if you're craving something fancier. I'll run to the shop to collect books for you to read if you're bored. I'll set up a cozy seat in your favorite spot in the garden. I'll draw you hot baths if you want them. If you want your friends over, I'll make some refreshments and skedaddle out of there to give you some space. But you're not to lift a finger until this time next week, at least. Okay? I am not cute when I'm worried. I'm just worried. I almost lost you today. I'm not going to hide how scared that made me. So let me show you how much you mean to me. Let me prioritize your recovery above everything else. Just for a while. Please. Thank you. Besides, I thought you found it sweet when I do things like this. That's what I thought. Now hush and rest. I'm getting my horse, loading us both on it, and taking you home. You can cuddle up against my shoulder the whole way, and you'll forgive me if I hold you a little tighter than usual. I love you.